books, and they need help. They need a good home where somebody can take care of them. I just, I got them at an estate sale, and they just look really sad. They need somebody that appreciates them. I can't throw a book away. I just can't. Book lovers do not throw books away. However, this has got some kind of leather or something on the binding, and as you can see by my hand and my drop cloth here, it's coming off. So I don't know what that is or what it used to be. But this is a complete set of the Young Folks Treasury, okay, from the University Society. And the copyright date, I will show you, is 1909. Okay, you can see that, 1909. These have survived a long time, and I just can't bear to pitch them out. Somebody who's learning the trade of book recovering, restoring, I think this would be a great set to start on. The other thing is, if they can't be saved individually, and here I'm going to really tick off the other book lovers. This is the only one that actually has a piece coming off, but there it is. This is volume 8. I think the illustrations in these books are just amazing, and you can see they're a little loose at the corners. I think that the plates in here would make some incredible art. Scrapbooking, frame them as, art works. They're all on individual pages. They're all in this brown, black and white type, okay? And I think they would make an incredible addition to someone's crafting library. Apologize, no tripod. Here are the 12 volumes. And there's our little missing piece right there. Volume 1 is Childhood's Favorites and Fairy Stories. And this book is not in too bad a shape compared to the others. I'll show you all the edges. Hope this doesn't make the video more than 10 minutes long and YouTube won't like me. But this is volume 1, and it's the fairy stories. Lots of stories in here. French stories, fables, German stories, old-fashioned poems. Again, the copyright date is 1909. This is a lovely color illustration here. I love this fairy godmother picture of her coming out of the fire pot. Not all the pictures, obviously, are in black and white. There are lots of poems in here. Children's fairy tales, poems. There's another really neat looking illustration of the 3 bears. Who has been tasting my soup, says Papa Bear. These would make great illustrations for a baby's room that you're doing in vintage. This would be, because this artwork here is just incredible. 1909, remember. Now you can see why I couldn't stand to throw them away. So I'm going to put them up here on eBay on my store with Make an Offer. And I just want them to go to somebody who will either repair the books and enjoy them with their family, or at the very least, rescue this incredible artwork. That neat? That's Hansel and Gretel. Okay. All right, moving on. This is volume 2, Myth and Legendary Heroes. And you can see this. This book is holding together just like volume 1. These are some of the better conditioned books. I'm not sure why. But again, this is volume 2. Nice picture of Jason snatching off his helmet and hurling it. And there's the wonderful little tissue paper that they put in to protect the artwork in the book plate. Myths and Legendary Heroes. Hamilton Wright Mabie, editor of Volume 2. The New York University Society and publisher. Okay. Myths of Greece and Rome. Myths of the Slavs. Lots and lots of interesting stories in here and artwork all the way through. The Punishment of Loki. Okay. That's another. He caught her in his arms and sprang into the chariot. Okay. And we have Volume 3, Classic Tales and Old-Fashioned Stories. Volume 3 has a little bit more wear on the spine than Volume 1 and 2. Okay, still nice and tight, nothing coming out. All right, oops, of course I'm putting it on top of the other books. And again, oh, there's a couple pages taped. Do you see that? Okay, and the pages are tight and clean. I'm not sure how much these were actually read. However, again, you can see from my hands, whatever that red stuff is, it is definitely rubbing off. Here's a neat painting of Aladdin and the Magician. Different interpretation for sure. Classic Tales, lots more. That's volume 3. Volume 4 is Modern Tales and Animal Stories. Okay, and this book is also in nice tight condition, but the edges show a lot of wear. And no pages coming out on this one. Again, 1909 copyright. And some fantastic stories to enjoy with your family. I think some of these and their interpretations back in 1909, really interesting to read. That's the problem with being a bookseller, is you tend to want to read all of them before you sell. Here's a real nice picture. He then took his aim with some deliberation. Looks like Robin Hood. Let's see, that was Moby Dick. So right in front, The Archery Contest is the title of that story. Okay, here we go with volume 4. Again, volume 4 has a lot of black on the spine. I'm not sure why. Volume 4 is The Animal World. Again, the edges are very worn. The red is coming off on my hands and everything else. And I'm going to be putting these into bags, individual bags, so that the red doesn't come off on everything else I'm trying to sell. Sorry for the camera work here, trying to get you some pictures. That's a nice illustration of some birds, finches and weaver birds with their names. And there's North American Food and Game Fishes. If we could somehow stop the red, these would make great books for children. 1909, you wouldn't have to worry nearly as much about what they're seeing as today's books. Okay, volume 6, Famous Travels and Adventures. Again, lots of wear on the top edge there. Book, red is coming off. Book, however, is bound tightly. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, that is Mount Corcoran. That was nice. That was very pretty. Nothing else right here. Oh, I like that. A public scribe in Tunis. Interesting. Okay. All right. And quickly, before my 10 minutes run out, that's the limit on YouTube, just so you know. Volume 7 is Heroes and Patriots, and it does have a piece missing from the spine. It was not with the books. I don't know where it disappeared to over the years. Lots of wear on that edge. Book is creaking as I open it, so I'm thinking this one is starting to come loose. Pages still feel tight, but it's starting to creak a little bit. So that would need a good repair. Not to mention a book case or cover to keep the red from coming off. But great content in the book and the artwork. I'm trying to find the ink there for you. That is A Flood in Holland. That's the title of that. Okay, volume 9. I got them a little out of order, sorry. Men and Women of Achievement, Self-Help. Now, I'm thinking a 1909 book on self-help is going to be quite different than a 2009 book on self-help. Just remember, these poor books are 100 years old. I'd probably be in about the same condition if I'm still alive at 100 years old. Here is one place it looks like where something wet was in there. You see a little bit of mildew across the top. Don't want to hide any defects. Want to show you everything I can. Trying to find some pretty pictures to show you that you could get out of this book for your artwork, scrapbooking. There's a tear at the top of that page, small closed tear. And this is the White House. Wow. Did that look different 100 years ago? Look at that quiet, broad street. No cars, no gates. Interesting. The White House 100 years ago. This is volume 8. This is the worst condition of all of them. There's the loose piece that I found in the bottom of the box. Okay. It's starting to feel a little bit loose in the pages. You can still use it as a book. You can still open it and read it. However, it's got its time. There's a very nice painting picture there, and it says it is Watt discovers the power of steam at the dining room table as a young boy. And this book is called The Wonders of Science and Invention. I think this would be fun to see what was the exciting invention of the day 100 years ago. That would be a neat history project. The eye is an optical instrument. Here's Thomas Edison in his laboratory. Look at all those bottles. Wow. Okay, running out, almost out of time. So quickly, volume 10 is The Ideal Home Life. Volume 11 is Golden Hours with the Poets, if you see this coming up a little bit. And finally, volume 12 is Music and the Fine Arts. And I have 24 seconds to show you the rest. This book is creaking also. Oh, look at that. Famous songs for young folks, old folks at home with the music right in there. How interesting. Lullabies, Humpty Dumpty.